think my eyes are telling lies, and I say heaven, yeah, couldn't be as good as this.
So the story takes place or starts in 1981 in Turks and Caicos. And you look at these sort of bubbles of the globe here. Where is the Turks and Caicos? One of the first questions I get asked a lot about talking about JoJo. And you can see on the bottom here, this is the United States here, and then Florida, and then the Caribbean down here in Turks and Caicos. If you look here, it's east of Cuba, north of Haiti. There you go. And Turks and Caicos is a group of islands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 main islands, and about 40 or so small keys. And there's a group of islands over here that are Grand Turk, part of Turks and Caicos as well. And it's about a 20-mile passage here and about 7,000 feet deep around the whole group of islands. And the island we're looking at is this one here called Providenciales. And this is where JoJo's main home is, right around here. But he also has swam all the way around and crossed that 20-mile passage and hung out here with whales before. So JoJo has about 260 linear miles of travel, which is really fantastic to know this about as well, dolphin. Now, what does he see when he's swimming along? Well, he sees turquoise blue water, powdered sugar beaches, and just unendless beauty is what these islands are known for. Completely untouched, virgin, pristine place in the world. And JoJo, okay, so he's born in 1981, we think, met in 1981, and there were actually 3 baby dolphins back then. Over the years, 2 of them died, and the one that was easily stayed alive was JoJo. And so this is JoJo, the dolphin here, his picture. He's very photogenic, a bit of a ham, actually. So, and we believe this is where JoJo's origin started. He was probably less than a year old, and this was a stranding that they had in 1981. A huge tropical storm blocked off one of the main passages between the bank side of the island, which is very shallow, and the deep water side of the island. And during this storm, it blocked off the shallow water passage. And so most of the dolphins, actually all the dolphins died, except for the 3 smallest ones that they know of, which probably escaped off the shallow sandbank side of the island, which is known as the Sanborn Channel. So this could be the origins of JoJo. Matter of fact, we're almost sure it is, that he showed up that same year. Now, when I first went to the Turks and Caicos, quite interesting. I really didn't know where they were. Somebody just said, well, hop on our plane, fly down with us. That's how the story started. And I'm used to doing really long ocean swims, so it would be typical that I would start, on the shoreline there, and I'd swim out to where this boat is, which is about a mile out to sea. And I'd keep going until I got to the wall drop off. And that was about 90 feet and would drop off to about 300 or 400 feet and then 7,000 feet. And that's a very lonely swim, but it was really great to do it with these 3 companion baby dolphins. They were too young to be weaned off their mother, and we didn't really make the connection of these 3 dolphins with the stranding until much later in the research that we did with JoJo on the island. And JoJo's quite a curious dolphin, at first there were 3 of them, like I said, but one was very particular, very different. He's very inquisitive, actually, and so when he used to jog along these unending beaches, there's really no developments or resorts or anything there yet, so he could run along the beach and JoJo would just follow right along, which is really fantastic. It's like the dream of the world, the powdered sugar sand beaches and just going forever, for miles without end. And then this dolphin sort of swimming right along the side of me. And what's so nice about this is that he was so curious about everything. I jump in the water and things like that. And, this picture here is very interesting. This one right here, I'm going to just look at it. We usually don't show photos of contact with JoJo. And these are more the intimate pictures in the early days where If JoJo was hurt, he was very, emotional contact kind of dolphin, and just the closeness and the relationship that was developed when he was very young, was part of this building trust with him. And I very rarely touched him, but I did allow him to come up close to me and engage in contact, because I think he missed that, being a lone dolphin, especially after the other two passed away. And since I was swimming all the time, I think I became like his companion to hang out. This guy's cool. He's looking for stuff, and he finds things like a starfish. If I picked up a nice, big, beautiful starfish like this, for instance, he would just love it. A crab shell or anything, he'd just be all over it. He was so inquisitive when he was little, and since he doesn't quite have hands to pick things up, I think he really liked that, and later he used his rostrum in his mouth to actually pick things up and show me things. And we'll talk about that later too.